Hey guys, I'm over here. It is what is it? It's Sunday afternoon, around 4 o'clock. It's about 50 degrees. We got a pretty big storm coming in later this afternoon, later this evening, I guess, maybe like 8, 9 o'clock. Anyway, I've been out picking up sticks for an hour today, and out picking up sticks an hour yesterday, and I had a monster pile here, so thought we'd come out and do a fire pit fireside chat today. So you can see I got a bit of a mess here in between us, and I'll be moving sticks and cleaning this stuff up as the fire burns. Well, here I'm going to break away. I'll show you what this pile looked like before I got started today. All right, guys, this is what I got to do. So I'm going to combine a fun time with you guys and get this stick pile burned down. This is my last. This is 2 days. I shouldn't say it. It's an hour yesterday, an hour today of picking up sticks. So I'm gonna get them burned here as part of our fireside chat today. All right, so there are two ways to do this: the safe way and the way I've chosen to do it. You should break your sticks up and get them in the fire pit. I just chose, no matter what size they are, just throw them on the fire, let the fire burn the middle out of them, and then just throw the ends in. And eventually everything gets in the fire pit and everything gets cleaned up, which it'll probably be by the end of this video. But these sticks make pretty big, pretty hot fire, so I wanted to do it on a day where it was cooler, no wind, and we got rain coming in. So anyway, huge pile to not so big a pile to pretty soon we'll have a ring of burned up sticks and we'll throw them in there. But for now, it looks pretty good on camera, doesn't it? The flame's shooting up about 7-8 feet, so you can't even see the top of it here in the video. So what are we smoking today? I know you have no chance of seeing this. It's one of my Partagas Blacks. I'm a manly cigar for a manly activity, right? We got fire. We need a manly cigar. So Partagas Black. It's punch cut like always. This one's got a nice draw. Sometimes they get wound a bit tight, but that seems really good. So I'll get it lit up. Come back to you in a couple minutes. Okay, the Partagas Black is lit well. It is smoking beautifully. And this thing punches you back, that's for sure. I've always warned you guys about it. This is bold plus spicy and angry. But if you like a bold, strong, spicy experience, Partagas Black is the way to go. You can see the fire is getting much more controlled. I've done one cleanup pass around it. It's just burning at a reasonable level now. So I try to turn my chores into something fun. And so this is a good example. I hate this. I really detest the chore of picking up all the winter storm damage. I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't. I've never liked it. But anyway, at least it can end fun by doing a fireside chat with you guys. By the way, I'll show you in a minute, but the dogs are not happy that we've chosen to sit here, not in the middle of the dog yard with them. And I think it's a bad decision. I think they're off calling the ASPCA now to file a complaint. There's Sasha and Finn not understanding the decision to stay out here, not letting them be part of it. And here's our fire pit. Cleaned up quite a bit. Now it's just basically a fire. So what a 24 hours it's been in our little community, hasn't it? Wow. Brian over at Beans 316. I've never seen him get angry before. That was interesting. Paul Gilson said he got a 60-day kind of eviction notice. He's got to move out by May 1st, I guess, or June 1st. Jim had to cancel his crack that crap open and all his pipe sales this week because his schedule got jacked up because of his family stuff. All in 24 hours. It's kind of amazing. So I got to back Brian up on his discussion of this is a community to me. I don't get upset at anybody else's opinion, by the way. If someone doesn't consider this a community, I don't really care. But I agree pretty much with everything Brian said. To me, this is a community. I love you guys, and I've received so many friends from being in here now. I've been posting videos for a year and a half, and I've been watching videos pretty dedicated now for 2.5 years. I've had several meetups, and I've got some great friends out of this. So some I've met and some I haven't. Again, I don't mind if somebody else says this isn't community to them. That's okay. That's their opinion. I'm fine with that. But to me, this is a community. I love being part of it. I love being a presenter here. I love all the interactions I have with you guys. So therefore, to me, it's a community. And I'm proud to be part of it. So it's been warm enough around here that spring has really woke everything up. So you know what? I'm going to get off my butt and take you guys around the yard a little bit and show you what early spring wake up looks like around here. Now, I get no credit for what you're about to see. This is 100% my wife, Anne Marie. But I'm going to take you around and show it to you anyway. All right, so here's the fire pit out back. If I just literally spin around, you're going to see one of my dogwood trees. And there's the dog yard. And you can see the cherries, the Kwanzaa cherry trees are right there. They're just starting to wake up. They'll blow up in the next few days. There's daffodils all over here. And I'll show you the pond and the stream and the bridge here. There's my wife's Japanese maple coming in strong. And then here are the dogwoods. There's 4 of them. Anyway, literally the fire pit sits under one of them. They look good as they ever have this year. Yeah, Sasha's really unhappy. Yeah, hey girl. But I've shown this to you before, but we have a two-layer pond. Little stream flows between them. Got a little bridge over there. Anyway, everything's greened up. Everything's looking really good. So I kind of walk up the little walkway here. You can kind of see the upper pond now. There's the Japanese maple. This thing's called a redbud tree. Here's a magnolia that's looking really good. Not too much going on up here yet. My wife's garden shed. We're just walking up the side of the house. Those are gardening boxes. They're not being used yet. Later on in the year. This thing will explode. It's my wife's flower garden. But it's too early. Yeah, the last thing I kind of want to show you is this giant redbud that sits out front of the house. Look at that thing. That's where we came from. There's the magnolia tree. That's really all I wanted to show you today. All right, we're about an hour in. Everything's all kind of cleaned up and safe. Down inside the fire pit now. A little bit of wind, a little bit of rain tonight, and this will get cleaned up, look like new. If it doesn't, I'll come out and sweep it up. Well, guys, the fire's largely gone out, so probably doesn't look very good from there anyway. So I brought you up close, and we can finish up the video looking more normal. Parting's Black, great stick. If you like your cigars to punch you in the face. That stick fire went way quicker than I thought it would, and was way hotter than I thought too. Those dead sticks generate a lot of heat. I had to push the seat way back. Anyway, it's all done. Look good. Nice way to spend an hour and a half getting a chore done and talking to you and enjoying a smoke and a drink at the same time. So I always try to turn my chores into something fun if I can. It's another community change. It looks like, Mark, I don't know if you're watching this, Welsh Piper, Red Dragon, not sure what you want to be called, sorry. So it sounds like Mark's canceled his June trip and has replaced it with a May trip to the Chicago Pipe Show. So congrats on getting your e-travel done, by the way. That's pretty cool. I don't care what they tell you. Take a copy of that approval with you. Print it out. Put it in your travel bag. Not your suitcase, but actually have it with you on the plane. They probably will have it electronically at customs, but just in case you want that backup piece of paper with you. The standard procedure is if it's not there, they're going to detain you until the next flight home. And so you'll sit in a little room and they'll just put you on a plane. The next plane home, you won't sit there very long. So make sure you have that piece of paper with you. The other thing I want to say is it sounds like you're going to be here about 15 days. So a day to get here, a day to get home, 2 days in the pipe show. You probably got about 12 days. One of the single greatest mistakes people from the UK make is not understanding how big the United States are. So for you to go from Chicago to Charlotte to Boston to extreme upstate New York to Virginia, you're going to spend at least most of your trip. If you have 11 days left by my math, you'll spend half of that in travel. So just please, I'm begging you, man, do some detailed travel planning. And the other thing that might surprise you is the cost of flights, like from Chicago to Charlotte and then Charlotte to Boston. And then you got to rent cars to get from Boston to, DePaul. And then somehow you got to, I guess you'll fly to DC, Dulles, and then drive to see Johnny. So the cost of all these flights and the cost of all these rental cars, man, it's a lot of money. And you can spend most of your trip on planes and in rental cars. So, man, I'm begging you, do some detailed day-for-day planning with an actual U.S. map in front of you. I just don't think you get how big you just rattle off these places you want to go in your trip, and with really only 10 or 11 days in your trip after the pipe show, I just don't think you understand how much time you're going to spend and how much money you're going to spend for essentially what it turns into one-day stops. All these places, you're only getting enough time for one day at each place. So, man, do some detailed planning. But if you actually plan to do this, if you actually buy tickets, please let us know, because I'm trying to plan my trip back to Wyoming, and I'm trying to plan my trip to see my daughter graduate. And I might have a chance. If you're going to come to Johnny's, it's only a 4-hour drive, so I might come see you. So, but I don't want to change things around in my life if you're not serious. So, if you're serious and you buy tickets and you have day-for-day plans, let's get them out there, because I'd like to plan around you a little bit. All right, so I guess we'll wrap up the rest of the video. We'll talk about financials. So this will be a finance school. It's my personal opinion that the bloodbath is not over. But if you look at it, if you speak the lingo, if you speak the language, all the technical indicators would say we're way, 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 way oversold. The RSI shows this is oversold. If you're into Bollinger Bands, we've broken the lower Bollinger Band significantly. Everything says we're ready for a bounce. And the other term I want you to be aware of is dead cat bounce. It's a phrase that goes back to the 30s. The saying is even a dead cat bounces. So everyone's looking to buy the bottom. And the other saying I like is, all you get when you try to pick bottoms is stinky fingers. If you're a trader, you probably want to buy in over the next few days, knowing you're only going to hold it for a day or two, and then catch the bounce and then be out. Take your profit. Until we work through all these trade scenarios and tariff scenarios, we are in trouble. Hopefully you know how to make money when the market's going down, which is possible. You can buy puts, you can sell short, you can sell futures. There's a number of ways to make real good money when it goes down. Just know what you're doing, please. But I would not get suckered into, if tomorrow's setting up to be a real bad day, and so you're thinking, well, 3 or 4 huge down days, I'm going to buy in at the bottom, and then you find out it dead cat bounces for 3 days and then goes even lower. So just be careful. I'm personally not buying anything on the long side right now. I just have a gut feeling that the bloodbath is not over. I think it was JP Morgan Chase came out on Friday and said that they now believe the U.S. economy will be in full recession the 3rd and 4th quarter of this year. That's a long ways away. Soon, if we see a slight turnaround, 6 months, 9 months out, we could see even more pain. If they actually announce that we're in recession, the bloodbath will really get going. So I'll be playing it for the shorts. I'll be playing to make money on the way down. If I buy anything in the next few days, it'll be a short dead cat bounce play. I'll be in it for a few days and I'll take my profits and get out. I don't believe we're at the bottom of anything just yet. And that could all change depending on what the negotiations say between now and Thursday. But Thursday and Friday are big days in the markets here, because that's when all these tariffs kick in for real. China's and ours, they all turn into reality on Thursday. So if we don't negotiate the way out of them and they actually go into effect Thursday and Friday, it could be a bloodbath all week long. Which is really ugly for people who hold investment accounts and 401ks. It's a great thing if you know how to play short markets. I guess that's all I'm going to say about that, because I'm not a financial planner. I cannot give financial advice. I'm only telling you what I'm worried about, what I'm watching for, what I'm hearing, and what I'm doing. Well, guys, we're down to the nub. My drink is empty. We're at 20 minutes, so let's not keep this going much longer. Just ask that God bless your life and those lives around you. May he turn his ear to hear your prayer. May he make his face shine upon you. May He bless your lives like He continues to bless mine. Guys, that's it. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you got a good week planned out in front of you. We will talk again tomorrow on Monday. Good night, everybody.